Short little video in number science, number alphabetical number. If you want, we convert it to letters. If we're converting it to letters, how would you like to do it? We have to build a grid. Okay. Now, to me, what is a grid? This is what a grid is. Okay. Now, you put the grid this way, it shows one thing. In this formation, this grid will show half-lives. What is half-lives? If you want to see, you see these three squares, 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3. We'll automatically have an 8 in between. You see the two parts are 8, but the three parts are 8 and 8, with the center part counting as 0. Or if you want to look at it as 808 bicycle cards. Why would they do that? Because some symmetrical exists somewhere. I can create or recreate what has already been created, because obviously it's been created because it's in that formation. Now, the meaning of what something means in that formation is all up to what numerological factuations that you use. The basic numerological count that I will use in most situations is A to Z, 1 to 26. If you go backwards, Z to A, you will go 1Z to A26. Now, if we bring games people play into formation, we will not go past 7, in where 8 equals to 0. Meaning the difference between both sides. So if we start 0 as 1, splitting two sides, going left and right from the 8 ball will be 7, 1 and 9, 1. Will be 7, 1, 2 and 7, 1, 2. It'll be 7, 8, 9, 7, 6, 5. But instead of using it in that form, as using the 8 ball, we'll go 0 for the 8 ball, but we'll change the 0 for a number. We'll use that number. Okay, if we want, we can use it, pick a number. I'm going to use because all zeros equal 6, okay, I will use the 8 ball as a 6. Therefore, if I go to the left or right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Since I use 6 at the 8 ball, the 1 and the 2 will actually come down to 0 and minus 1. Where the up count to where I will draw this for you right now. Where the 8 ball, okay, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. In basic, adding all these to a single digit will leave me with 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it'll bring the same numerological value, 8, 9, 1. 728 if you multiply, but just let's leave it at this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 equals 21, and 9 is 30, plus 8. This one, 1 to 7, will bring you 28 plus 8. You will have 36 and 38. The total is 74. Now, when you add up numbers from 1 through 36, just because of coincidence equals to 666. When you take that 666, when you take that 666 and divide it by 36, it equals to 18.5. That is the spirit matrix, but this is not what I'm looking for. What I am actually looking for is the middle number to this. The middle number to this is 74. Why? Because when you add up 1 and 10 and 19 and 28, it'll equal to a total of 58. When you add up 36 and 27 and 18 and 09, this one will add up to 90. The average between the two of total sections on the roulette wheel will be the average of 74, plus 16 and minus 16. 77. And funny that 77 spells the word Christ equals to 77 and Jesus equals to 74. 0, 3 if you add them up, minus, and if you add them up, 7 and 4 is 11, 7 and 7 is 14, equals to 52, which is the number to Earth. The total of these two is 151. Mars equals to 15. Okay, the separation of this is 47 times 33 Christ equals to 1551. This is focal points where 5 and 5 equals 10, 1 and 1 equals 1, 1, 1, 1. 37, which is the reverse of 37 times 2 is 74, times 3 equals to 111. What is this? Well, the top of the Twin Towers, right, was not 110. That was the top floor, but if you go to the roof, it's 111. All zeros, because this is 10 equals 6, it now becomes 161. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6, in the spirit of 76. Multiply it and add it, you get 55. Double nickel. Double nickel means the beaver, and the beaver is above and below, and beavers also stand for women in CB codes. Another thing I wanted to bring in formation is that 1 and 2 equals to 3, and at the 7th gate, 6 and 5, 5 and 2, 7, 6 and 1, 7, and we're back to Christ, bringing in win a big red sun. 72, communication 86. So this is just a small formation of the grid lines. Now we started out by the 8 ball. I'm going to do the 8 ball as 1, 7 is 2, 6 is 3, 5 is 4. The 4 equals to the 5, the 3 equals to the 6, the 2 equals to the 7, the 1 equals to the 8. And then we're going to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is what we have. So we have 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, 1, 4, 5, 1, 5, 6, 1, 6, and then 7 and 8. 7 and 8 added up is 15 and 15. We're back to connecting Mars. In the Canadian money, they brought 7 to equal 5 cents. They brought 8 to equal 10 cents. 5 and 1, back to Mars again. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals to 6 and 5 equals to 11. Ace in blackjack equals to 11. We have split the spirit between two sides. 5 and 5. What are we doing with 5 and 5? We have 4 corners with 1 director in the center. 4 corners with 1 director in the center. Okay, we connect them both together, both these sides together, right? Boom, boom. Outside, inside. We create this together. It creates C and E. In games people play, well, they call craps. This will equal to 5 and 3, and it represents Jupiter and Earth. Jupiter, French for saying I pie in terre, which means Earth is terre. Okay, T-E-R-R-E. Retina, 9955 are these numbers representing EI, EIO, and Jupiter runs the clock, or the movement of the clock, if you want to look at it that way. This formation, or drawing this line down here, will create your B. Okay, and on this side, the connection will create your D. D and B. If you want to go to decibels or whatever, inside of this number is 2, 3, and 4, and that's our vibration. 2 times 3 times 4 is 24, plus equals to 9 equals to 33 or 15. 48 equals to the Son of Man. It also equals to Pluto. I'm just showing you how we bring things together. The other formation of this, where we would start at 1, is if we take away this 8 because it's to both sides, okay, and we leave this number as the 7th gate. We remove that 8. We don't want that 8 to run, right? But we mark this, I will mix it up. We'll put this as the 0 area. Since all zeros equal 6, okay, we'll go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we get 0 minus 1. And then we get 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0 minus 1. Okay, we're going to leave out these two here, and we're going to leave out these two here, okay, because they don't have a number. There is no 0, there is no 1, it's on the other side because they come back to connect to each other, right? Or they're the two ends, the outside of the record player, if you want to look at it that way. The 6 would be the pin of the record player. Now we would have 505 Levi's, which is not really Levi's, but it says le vis, which means the screw. V1 equals 6, and 1S equals to 15. V is for life, and is also represented as the B when we bring it to Spanish. This is for female. Le, la, or el, which is 5 and 12, which is your 512 memory, which is the vis, which is the screw. Screw something turns around, which is now the record. Everything turning around 55. 7 times 6, 42. 7 plus 6, 13. Equals to 29, your birth, or 55. Equaling to a total of 84, the number back to Pluto. When you minus it, okay, it equals to 26 and 29, which is birth in Pluto. 26, 29, 32, 35. The center of numbers is right over here. 2 and 9, 11, 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 6 is 8, and it is inside and everything that surrounds 5. If we had to run this angle in the star system, the void space here and here would bring 3 and would bring 7. The void space here and here would bring 4 and 6, 3, 7, 6, 4, 3, 7, 6, 4, 3, 7, 6, 4. See the X, the tilted X, 3, 7, 6, 4, 3, 7, 6, 4. Now, if we bring it up like this and bring it down like this, we end up designing the Magen-David, the Magen-David star. This would end up to be the Magen-David star is what we would end up with. Put 33 on each end. So we end up taking away 1 and 2 because Venus with no moons and Mercury with no moons is because we run them inside the Earth formation. Inside Earth formation is where Venus and Mercury run, in which is Mars. 4th planet, Earth, the 3rd planet. When we reverse this in the 10 world, in the clock, okay, Mars becomes 6, Earth becomes 7. 7 times 6, 7 plus 6 if we want. Plus is 13, minus is 1, add 1 to 13 is 91. Minus it, we have 12. 91 is the number to the spirit of artificial intelligence, and there are 7 numbers in between the numbers to the gateway. So now we minused this area, we went down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When we reach the 1 ball, we will actually be on the 13 ball. When we reach the bottom, we would actually be on the 3 ball. The 13 ball is orange. The 3 ball is red. 13 connects with 5. 13 connects with 11 equals to 1408. 13 becomes 808. 18th letter becomes R and H. If you want to look at it, your blood that way, this becomes N and H. Now, I'm not too sure what they do, but this is your basic formation. 14 and 8, 13 and 8, M and N. 13 and 5 creates the word mer or rem, more or less for sleep, but it is the orange ball. You see 13 for memory, the yellow connecting to the red equals to the orange. Do you follow what I'm saying? When you have the 13 ball, that is the orange ball. The 1 ball is yellow. The 3 ball is red. Red and orange, red and yellow will create the orange ball. So that means the red 3, which is Earth, the 3rd planet, and the 1 yellow, which is Mercury, will now create the orange sun. By creating Earth, we are moving soul yellow into fire, red, and blood. This is all the formation. 1 and 3, the 13th letter, or the same formation, any craps, as we spoke before. I didn't want to write on this page. I'm going to be doing pi very soon. I'm going to show you how pi repeats. Just working on this equation right now. So all these words and numbers, I'm just showing you factuals. 8 and 4 is the same thing as saying 36. It's the same thing as saying 24. It's the same thing as saying 96. No, sorry, not 96. Anything that is half. This is a representation of half. They're all representations of half. Half is represented like this. A quarter is represented like this. 3/4 is represented like this. Earth, Mars, Mercury, Mars, Mercury, Venus. Represents 5, 1, 2 memory. 5, 2, and 1 is where 1 splits a circle and creates half equaling to 5, 2 parts equaling to 2 parts of 5 divided by the 1 circle. So we get 1, 2, 1, 4, 3, 4. Now when we bring these simplicities together, when we bring a half, a quarter, and 3/4 together, we have to double this, will become 2 and 4. This will be ADN, DNA. This will be BD, and this will be CD or DC. So the DC world
which creates the BD, bead, okay, of the child. 4, 4, 4. This one will equal 3/4 plus 1/4 will equal to 1 1/2. The representation of 1 1/2 is 15. That's the representation, and that is Mars. Now, how and why? Because 1.5, which is also like 15, times 2 times 4 times 6 will equal to 3, which will equal to 6, which will equal to 9. 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8, 3, 6, 9. 3 times any one of these will be 3, 3, 3. 3 times 2, 3 times 5 is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. 3 times 8 is 24. 2 and 4 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 6 is 18. 1 and 8 is 9. 3 by 9 is 27. 2 and 7 is 9. 18, A and H are the har or the rabbit. Rah, the rabbit. Rah, if you want to look at it that way. 27, win a big red sun. Big red sun equaling to 27, which is the communication inside the rah. Now, I just telling you how this works in numbers. If we were going 15 and 24, we would have the day of man and Mars. When we go 1, 2, 3, we just get 1, 2, 3. Since it's the lowest section, we're going to connect two sections. What is above 1, 2, 3 is 7, 8, and 9. 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3 repeats. 9 and 3 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3, 8 and 2 is 1. 7 and 1 is 8, 8, 1, 3. All zeros equal to 6 or 1 over here. 3 and 8 is the separation. 3 and 8 is 11, and you minus it, it equals to 5, right? The letter is K and E. This one will equal to 2. The 25th letter is Y, and that is the key to creating all these numbers. So when we go multiply all of this, 3 by 9 is 27, 3 by 6 is 18, and 9 is 45, equals to 54, the number to the sun. This will equal to 24 and 15, 39 equals to Saturn, times 2. 3 times 8 is 24, and 15, 39, and 6. 45 equals to the fox. That is the pass hole. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 1 is 3, equaling to 36. These are the moons of Jupiter. 4 and 5 is 9, and 6 is 15, equals 6. 5 and 4 and 3 equals to 12. Equals to 12 equals to 3. 36 or 12. These two will create the letters L and O. ELO, if you want to look at it that way. 12 and 6, 1 and 2 and 3 and 6. 63 will represent 18 and 9, which equals to 27. 18 and 9, which is 99, and we're creating the big red sun through Jupiter. The fox, the passage in the sun, creation of the 63 moons of Jupiter. Now, I know I've done a lot of work here, and I'm not quite sure where you would catch up or where you would catch on or where I have lost you. We have to understand also that the alligator and crocodile, if I spelt this right, the alligator in words, if this is the way you spell it, the only two letters that are black are these two over here. We have 91 spirit, okay, 191 spirit, 1 times 9, 1 plus 9 equals to 19. Plus 6 equals to 25 because there's a 0 minus it is 13. So it now says Earth, the alternate current, inside the orange sun, or REM. Okay, the ocean, REM, the movement. 35, crocodile. We now have these, the reverse of this, the reverse of alligator. An alligator is 96 and crocodile is 84. So inside rotation is Pluto, is inside rotation. 1.5 is Mars. How do you get this to 1.5? Is it 60? Do I get 60 times 1.5? Do I get 58, 56? 1.5 times 56? Yes. Win a big red sun. Number 56 is the red sun. Okay. 28 is the cycle of the moon. You add them together 1.5 times, and it'll equal to Pluto. 96. 64, which is the connection between Mars and Jupiter, times 1.5 will create this 96. The difference is the 20 world. 4 20s, one part connects this. alligator, crocodile. The reverse of crocodile, because it's 96, right? Reverse alphabet is 1 to 26, and 1 to 26 equaling to 27 total per letter. 27, win a big red sun. Since it's 27, right, which is a total of 226, alligator is 96, we have a total of 130 is the difference. With crocodile, we get 84 of 226, we have 142 the difference. This one is alternate current, and it is touchdown. Anytime you have alternate current and touchdown, the touchdown is on the moon. Why do I say touchdown? 6 points for the touchdown, 1 point for the extra point, and 3 is for the field goal, because we got communication between the har, which is the ears of the rabbit. 142 is the bad cat. Communication of bad cat, the har, the touchdown, 613 laws of Moses. Now I go through this whole thing and have to explain to you that I'm not sure where I got to in all of this, but all the numbers have to match. The matrix numbers have to match. When we saw matrix, or when I saw the matrix, when we saw the black cat twice, they mentioned because it splices the video together. The DNA crocodile is because it's on an angle. To go from one switch to the other, right, we have to switch. So when we switch, everything, because pixels are on an angle. Everything is out there. I don't have the grill to set this up. I started by explaining the numerological value to things, when we're working with 11, when we're working with 1, because the blackjack says ace 11, if you get 2 aces, you split them apart, you get 11, 11, and only 1 card per each side, regardless of what you have. You cannot double down, you cannot get, because those are the rules. The rules are in matrix, because we must repeat the same game, otherwise the computer will know we're cheating. Although we are cheating, we cheat by manipulating the minds of many. Raphael, art, design. Just want to show you this. If this was spinning, these two would hit up here, these points. This one would hit in the center. Here is your connectivity here, here, and here on 3 points. 666, if you want to look at it that way. All 0, 1. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.